Hey fam, welcome back to Glorious Moment, the podcast about self-improvement, motivation, positivity, and affirmation. And I'm your host, Joy. Last week in our previous episode, I was talking with Reverend Dr. Lucian Ganda, and she shared a lot of light, about her life. We know her from Lucian Ganda, the journalist, but we have known now that before journalists came on, she was a teacher, and she aspired to, she had lots of accolades in terms of education. She had 2 degrees and a master's holder. But that's very impressive. I didn't know that about her initially, but thank God for this particular episode, this particular interview rather. And I've known a lot, I've learned a lot in terms of pursuing your goal, in terms of pushing on that. No condition is permanent. She explained to us what she went through at the age of 15. She was a teenager, pregnant, but she didn't stop there. She didn't say, oh, this is the end of my life. No. And God's so good, she had a mother that stood by her, a very strong woman of substance that stood by her, that pushed her on, that motivated her, inspired her to go on and achieve her dream, and make sure that she's somebody in society, that she's not a dropout, that she's not someone that she shouldn't be like to be relied on in terms of she can't do anything for herself. No, but to rely on anybody. She grew up to be somebody that she can give back to society, and now she has an organization and they are ready to help out young women going through similar situation. So if you are out there and you feel you are feeling depressed, or you feel low self-esteem, or you think that everything is lost, you don't have no one to talk to, you don't have no one to talk to, people like Miss Lucian are there to reach out to. Okay, you can reach out to her and she will be happy to be of help to you. And Miss Lucian, excuse me, I keep addressing you as Miss. Welcome again to the podcast. And so we'll try to talk a little bit more on professional angle, because you find yourself that this kind field, journalism to like an easy field, really. We see a very male dominated, but you go there and you don't so excel. You not only excel, you are the head for different departments. How this come about really?
I just want to continue in English.
Okay, alright.
If you want me to talk Creole now, it's just...
Okay, we are continuing in English.
So it's not easy though.
Okay.
Especially in our society.
Alright.
You know what that means?
Yes.
Now?
Yeah.
Men wanting to be everything.
Yes.
It's not an easy task. But then, like I said in the previous interview, if you are consistent, if you are disciplined, you will get it. And when I came into the field of journalism, it was in 2005. I came to this country because I left, I told you, went to Guinea, after which I was fortunate to go to France, and then I came back. I lost my father. I came back to Sierra Leone, and my mother prevailed on me not to go again because I have this girl. She said, I will help you with your girl, but you will be the best person to instill in her what you want.
Okay.
So please sit and take care of your girl. And I accepted. So I went ahead to take care of her. And in taking care of her, I found out that I have fulfillment because I was able to instill what I wanted to instill in her as a girl. And she was the eldest, so I cannot afford to let her stumble. Because she, being the eldest daughter, if she stumbles, it's going to trickle down. So I stood firm. So thank God I was able to come. So I told you I was teaching, and then I made up my mind to say, okay, let me just go for a green pasture a little bit and see what obtains over there. Forgetting that my late father had already prophesied that. That was not in my mind. I was just attracted. One of my uncles told me, oh, don't be sitting at home like this. Let's go. I will take you to my office so that you see what obtains. So he usually comes with me. He was an engineer at the SMBS. So he usually comes with me. And then I'll wear my short trousers and be passing all over the place. People will ask, hey, now why are you picking this? And they'll say, it's my uncle. Now why born away died and became. And then I would say, one day the head of programs talked to my uncle. I said, Mr. Nyambe, you come with this girl every day and go back with her. Why not try to let her work here? And my uncle said, I have to consult her. She's very, very difficult. So he spoke with me. And I said, no, I don't have interest. I don't want. He said, okay. So they left me. And they called me again one day and spoke to me. I said, no, I don't want. So they left me. For the third time, they engaged. They did not disclose anything to me. What they did was to come with a script to me. They said, please, this script, please read this script for us. The head of program said, I'm having problems with my glasses. So please, please, please come and read this script for me. And they went with me in one of the studios, Studio 2, I could still remember. And they went with me to Studio 2. It was so important. I said, I cannot. They said, no, please, just read it for me. And I read the script. And the man said, my friend, from today we are going to train you. You walk here.
Just like that?
Yes. And I accepted.
Okay.
I was unable to deny.
Okay.
You know, people are behind you for one thing, over and over. Who are you to begin to deny and persist? Yeah. So I said, okay. So that was how I started. And I was trained. And when they trained me, I was given the opportunity to be on radio. Okay. I started anchoring programs on radio. That was where I started. Unlike today, you see people come today, they jump on the TV. Yeah. I started on the radio. Okay. And after which, for 1 or 2 years or 3, and I was brought to the TV. And I started doing news on TV. News of local language on TV, or Creole, and lingua franca. I also studied Creole, so I can read it very, very good. Okay. So I went on TV. And when I went on TV, the way things were going, the then today I said, no, this one, she's going to be a firebrand. And that was how it started. I started reporting and started growing. But when it comes to the actuality of growth in the media, it was difficult. Because we have so many men around who thought they know everything. So for me to have ascended to this position, it was not an easy task. But let me tell you, for those of our compatriots who go about the shortcuts, you are harming yourself, you are destroying your lives. Do not go the other way. You decide to be on the side of good and right. You will ascend. What I mean, I can explain that. Don't lie down or compromise your body for you to be accepted or for you to be ascended. No, you don't need that. All what you need is to persevere. Let me tell you, I have been in that workplace, that is the SLBS. Yeah. I did my HTC secondary. I was there as a staff, and I was studying. And I was there again. I went for my first degree, and then I studied the first degree. You know what that means. First degree is a whole full course. You have to be there 9 to 5. Every day. But I was not a lazy person. So I always traverse between work and college and work, like that. Anytime I have free time, I will just go out and get a material, and then I will store it. I will come to the class, I will be doing the news, I will be listening to lectures, and after which I will come back, I will ensure that I voice that news, and it's edited, and it's on the bulletin. Wow. So you will not even know that this lady is not even full-time here at SLBS by then, until we were migrated to SLBC. I'll be there satisfying the academic side and also satisfying the media side. And let me tell you, the God that is above us all is a just God. As long as you persevere, there is nothing that will defeat you just like that. And then God will sit down, folding his hands, looking at you, they seize advantage, and then you will be left like that. No, it's not possible. God knows that I persevered. I suffered while I was doing my first degree. I didn't even know that I would have come out with that kind of a result. It was a shock to me to see my name being announced. Joabas Bagua was all over the place with me. Oh, I was happy. And I was given an award and money in an envelope, everything. And up till to date, I have the plaque
Okay.
that was given to me and the certificate as Best University Graduate 2013. Imagine on all the stress, I had to compromise to leave the class to come for production meeting in the morning, and I had to drive to go back for classes. I would be up and down. One day I had to hit somebody, and there was that case over my head, just because I wanted to make ends meet. Today, you have our compatriots going to universities, and then they will begin to tell you, I had class, that was why I was not in the office, and this, and even when they are taking exams, some of them will take their exams for 2 weeks, and they will disappear from the office for 3 weeks. You do not need that. You do not need that. Am I coming from the space? No. We are all the same people. God created us. The same blood that runs in me is the blood that runs in you. You do not need to balance, to Jehu, to go. You do not need that. All you need is to have the guts, to have the faith, the mind to persevere, so that you do not eat free money, how we call it in Creole. And that money will be blessed. So, and then even the course that you are doing will be blessed as well. I was not a full-time student, and I was also not a full-time staff, because I have to be balancing in between like my spider. But I did that in good faith. What came out? I became the best. But I also satisfied my work. And when they were doing the talk back, I emerged as well. From the SLBC, we usually do a program that the public will assess us, the broadcasters.
Okay.
Yes. Myself, Diana Duatiu, became the best for that year. The best broadcasters. You see? So, what am I trying to say? Don't try to be lazy. Don't try to look for excuses. Don't try to look for hiding places. Lazy people cannot make it easily in life.
Yeah.
If you are lazy, you'll be one that will compromise the bed for the promotion.
Yeah.
I can emphatically say it to you. I have never sold my body for this work, this job. No, I did not do that. I did what I had to do to report, and at a time, they will call me newsies, because I will have 3 news materials on the same one bulletin. At times I will have 4. My colleagues do laugh at me. Oh, newsies. I said yes. Because I was not a lazy person, and I am not a lazy person. I go for the news and get the news. I will come back. Let me tell you, there was some kind of bottlenecks. When you go and get your news, you will have written the news, you will have gone to the studio, you voice, you have to come back, because for us doing television news and radio, you will have left the radio voice, the sound down, and you come back to the sound to be edited with the pictures for the TV news.
Okay.
There was a bottleneck. Few digital editors, few machines, a lot of reporters. And I said, no, I cannot continue with this trend. Do you know what I did? I went and bought a laptop.
Wow.
And I went with the digital editors. I was behind them. Please give me the software. The editor,
So you can do it for yourself.
You cannot do it. You cannot. I said, don't worry. Just give me. And I was given. And the opportunity presented itself for training. And I was there. And I was trained just for a week.
And you
I
became
started
an editor.
editing. Today I can use, I was using Corel by then. Today I can use Power Director well, and I can use Adobe Premiere Pro.
You empowered yourself.
Of course, my sister. And it does not stop there.
Yes.
And I went in for the camera as well. And I
Wow.
was trained. Today, I can use the camera well. That was why you saw me sitting there, watching those playing with the cameras. I can tell you the angles they're taking.
Okay.
Because I understand the camera. So I went there and I did that. So today, I cannot only just gather news. I can gather the news.
Yeah.
I can write the news. I can do script editing. I can do the voicing. I can do the editing as well. I can do the camera, the shooting of all my shots if I want. I can do documentaries. Come on.
That's impressive.
What will I say that I don't know about this job?
Yeah,
It's just about
everything.
the digital aspect, the transmitter. I am not a transmitter specialist, I'm not an engineer. I will not even bother that.
Okay.
But when it comes to content, come on. leave it with me.
And
So
say,
all what it takes, I did. So I started growing again within the workforce. When the place was liberated to SLBC from SLBS, there was all talks about, oh, they are going to drop a lot of people, they will not take people, and crying, and those who know how to go and sell something. We are almost all about the place looking for somebody to buy their markets. And I said, no, I am not a trader. I am not selling anything. But I know what I have learned in this job, I will not be dropped. And indeed, I went in for a producer. And I applied as a producer, and I was given the position of a producer when the SLBC was established. So I entered the SLBC as a producer, not as a reporter that I was. So, and after some time, with hard work, one day, I never knew, I came from class. And I was doing my master's. I just came from class, and I was told, hey, Lucian, congratulations. There's something on the notice board. I said, what? And all of us rushed to the notice board, and I saw promotions. And I was promoted from a producer to an executive producer for TV.
Wow.
And everybody, kudos, so I moved.
That was when the way you came in?
No, Wayus had started long ago.
Okay.
Wayus, I started it while I was a reporter.
Okay.
Of SLBS days.
Okay.
It was cascaded into SLBC when SLBC came into existence.
Yeah.
So that was how I became an executive producer. And I did not stop at that. I still continued my work, my good work. I was producing the business news on TV. When I stopped producing that, up till now, there's no business news on TV at SLBC. But I was producing the business news. And I was producing, and I'm still producing inside the media every Saturday. I was producing and presenting it. But for now, I just produce. I have a presenter now.
Yeah.
I am also producing the news program. And I am also producing and presenting the program I like most. And it's Christian Editions. I like that. You know why? I am now a clergy.
Yes.
So I'm happy doing the work of God more than the work of men. Because all of these things that we do, at the end of the day, you have challenges here and there. Party A will turn you to this, and they will tell you that this person is in this party, and they will remove you the other time and put you to the next party. Come on. Yesterday I was discussing with some of my staff, and I told them, do you know what? Let's brace up. We did it in 2018. We were accused that, oh, they were not this, that. The same people that have accused us, and they are now using us.
Yes.
So the others are going to accuse us as well. They will accuse us. So we don't even know where we belong. Today, we are in green. Tomorrow, we are in red. The same people, they just, they bat us here and there. Because of the kind of programs we do, it's so difficult to satisfy both ends.
Yeah,
because when you say something, this one will interpret it in another way. When you say, so, the program I like best for now is Christian Editions. Every Sunday at 8 on TV, you will see me giving you hymns, giving you psalms, giving you spiritual songs to uplift your souls. I think that's my best program for now. But I still produce all those programs.
Because we need those programs around.
Oh yes, sure. After all the tension,
yes.
You have to sit and keep yourself at ease.
And just relax.
And enjoy yourself in the presence of God. That's it.
Awesome. So you have come so far and you have done so much. What can you say is your best motivational quote? A particular quotation that inspires you, that makes you get up in the morning and say, okay, let me go out there and conquer the world.
Oh yes, I have it.
Okay, which is?
That's a principle for me.
Okay.
And it's a golden principle.
Okay.
It is, the little I know it well.
Ah.
That's it.
The
little I know it well. That means if you say you are a presenter, the way you are doing now, interviewing me, ensure that you try to conquer every skill involved in presenting.
Okay.
So that's it. So the little you cannot know everything. You cannot be everything. As it is, I always tell people, don't think because this lady has a PhD, she has known everything. No, I am very much limited. It's only that the little I know, I always try to know it well. So even if you wake me up from sleep and say, oh, madam, please tell us about this. If you ask me about administration, oh, I will open it for you. and I will tell you the nitty-gritties of it. If you wake me up and ask me, oh, I want to shoot a documentary about this, that, I will tell you exactly what you need. Because the little I know it well.
Yeah.
It's a golden principle for me.
Yeah. Also, thank you so much for sharing that with us. If you have to look back in time, being a teenage and drop out, being pregnant at an early age, 15 years, if you have to go back in time and change one thing, what will you change?
Well, it's a very question because I cannot possibly change it again.
Yeah.
It has happened.
Okay.
Thank God the only thing that I could have done, and I have done it, is to overcome it. But if I had the freedom or the leverage to change it, I would have changed it. I would have just remained a virgin that I was until I complete my secondary education, and I would have remained like that until the ring is put on my finger. But some of those things you cannot determine what happens to a human.
Thank you so much, and I hope you have learned something because I have learned a lot, and it's been really wonderful here chatting with Madam Lucian. Till next week, this is our affirmation for this particular episode. Thank you, and don't forget, We Also Make Podcast is on Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube. You can reach us there. We have our Facebook group. You can reach us there, join the group, be part of the conversation, and leave your comments, your topic of discussion. We will be glad to get back to you. And blessed thanks and appreciation to Multimedia Plus, who is our partner on this podcast. This particular episode will also be aired on Multimedia Plus on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. You can find a particular episode there. And don't forget to reach out to us. We are always available to partner and for sponsorship. Thank you again, and till next week. Bye for now.
On the hands of the divine.
Yeah.
I have the power to change directions, demand my worth, and push through challenges. I will use my voice and power to lift up myself and those around me. I will fight against the systems holding myself and others back because my voice matters. I am powerful, intelligent, capable, and wonderful. I am not stuck in one place or way of thinking. I can be a better version of myself as I walk towards achieving my dream.